December 7th has lived in our nation's memory since that day 82 years ago, when more than 2,400 service members were killed in the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. I'm at Sherrill Veterans Park, named in honor of Corpus Christi native Warren Joseph Sherrill, who was among those who died in the attack. A remembrance ceremony was held here to honor Sherrill and all of those lost on that day in 1941. Their names are etched in stone, along with names of all of those we've lost to other wars. Those names are also etched in the hearts of all who attended this national Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day memorial. The U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs does not keep track of how many Pearl Harbor survivors are still living, but its data shows of the 16 million who served in World War II, only around 120,000 were alive as of October, and an estimated 131 people die each day.
Suddenly there was a wild explosion. Your house was being blown up.
Now, a couple of months ago, we lost Naval Captain Robert Batterson. Captain Batterson was believed to have been the Coastal Bend's last Pearl Harbor survivor. The World War II hero lived to be 102 years old. Batterson was passionate about educating the public about American history, and he did so by sharing his story. He also volunteered aboard the USS Lexington Museum for more than 30 years. After the Lexington's Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day ceremony, they unveiled Batterson's hologram, which is placed at the Lexington's Pearl Harbor exhibit. Now his legacy could carry on.
Bob Batterson was a really special guy, you know, and somebody who really exemplifies the service of people in this country at that time. You know, he signed up to join the Navy. He just wanted to do his part, and he actually signed up before Pearl Harbor. He wanted to serve not just because of Pearl Harbor.
During Batterson's funeral in August, I met Corpus Christi local Robert Strakos. His father, Louis B. Strakos, served in the U.S. Marine Corps and also survived Pearl Harbor. That's why December 7th is a day Robert will never forget.
The Japanese were shooting bullets at him, along with dropping their torpedoes and stuff. His friend was on the machine gun. He turned around and was telling him what to do and where to shoot. And watching the planes and stuff, he turned back around and he saw his friend wasn't there no more. That he had got shot and killed at that very moment.
Strakos did say his father lived a good life after the military. Louis Strakos died in 1997 and lived to be 77 years old. Now, Robert shares his father's story with hope that people will recognize the sacrifices his father and countless others have made for our country. He also reminds us that freedom isn't free.